Ooh, excuse me. What's cracking, YouTube, man? It's your boy Jabbar J, back in with another video. It's currently 18:28, which is 6:28 civilian time, 6:28 p.m. in South Korea. In the United States, it's like almost 5:30 in the morning. It is Monday on both sides, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's Monday. So with that being said, I wanted to do like a motivational type Monday, and I want to make this like a habit, because the start of every week, you want to start out on a good note. You never want to start your week bad. So in the military, we have this thing called Motor Pool Monday. So we have formation in a motor pool. We form up, doing an inspection on ourselves. You know, we see if we got our cat cars, our dog tags, etc., etc. And then after that, we break off, and then they do what we call PMCS on the vehicles, which is preventative maintenance checks and services. Pretty much, in layman terms, they looking to see if the vehicles within the motor pool have any issues or problems, like they got to check the oil, they got to change a tire, etc., etc. At the beginning of the week, we need to make sure that we got our issues in check. You feel what I'm saying? So I just finished reading this book called Extreme Ownership by Jocko, Willink, and Leif, Babin, and it really is a great read. And it's the motivational topic for this week, because it's so fresh on my mind. But it pinpoints on owning up to your downfalls. Anything that happens to you, especially if you can control it. 9 times out of 10, it's your fault. Your downfalls are your fault. You can try to blame somebody else, but at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and really evaluate yourself and say, man, why is this happening? Oh yeah, because I chose to do this. I chose to do this. And this led up to this. And this led up to this. That ultimately led up to this. However, I'm the root of all these extra problems because of me. And I can't blame him, I can't blame her, I can't blame her. I gotta blame myself, because I got myself in this situation. So with that being said, you have to change, and you can't blame nobody else, and you can't get mad at somebody else because it's something that you chose to do. And you can't get mad at the result because it's not the result that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all an example. And it's a bit extreme example, but one of my mentors at Officer Basic course, he was talking about bullet class, and he gave us an example. It was a real world example, and it actually happened, but he was a company commander at the time, and he had a soldier that was unfortunately killed under his command. So when he attended the funeral, the mother approached him and asked who he was. And he said, "I was your son's commander." And the mother said, "I gave you my son and you killed him. I never want to be in that situation." But his response to her saying that was, "Yes, ma'am. And I tried everything in my power to train him." He didn't try to put the blame on the PLs within the company. He didn't try to put the blame on his son. You know, he took the ultimate blame. He took 100% ownership of that situation that nobody in the military wants to be in, because this people die in this business. A lot of people die in this business. And he took complete ownership of that situation. And that's what we have to do. You have to have the guts and say, hey, I did that. It's my fault. If anybody is to blame, it needs to be me. Otherwise, you're gonna be just like everybody else, trying to patty cake and tiptoe around the real issue and trying to avoid having the responsibility. Because, you know, everybody wants to be great, but when there's a screw up, don't nobody want to be responsible for the screw up. It takes that special individual that will literally come out and say, it was me. Blame me. I did it. Because as a leader, it's always your fault. And it don't look good for a leader to be tap dancing around trying to avoid the blame. But yeah, let me stop ranting. Because the gym is about to close. And yeah, I gotta go. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm actually about to start a new book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my reading. I'm gonna keep trying to motivate y'all. And hopefully this was a little bit motivational. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all.